Hello, this is a preview for tomorrow's live sale. So I've got 110 lots that I want to really quickly show you so you can see if there is anything that you might be interested in and coming back and maybe getting a chance of picking it up for an absolute bargain tomorrow. I'm going to run through all the titles in reverse order as to how they will be shown in the actual sale video, but I want to get through this as quickly as possible so that you've got a good chance of seeing what's going on. So the first lot is lot 110 and it's GRR tokens. We have The Children of Hurin hardcover and it is a first edition. We also have hardback illustrated edition of Lord of the Rings. It's all three books complete, and hardcover illustrated edition of The Hobbit. So that is the first lot, lot 110, and we'll be starting at a mighty 75 pence. Scary. Right, second lot is a bundle of kids books, Alien Adventures, what have we got, what are they called again? Jonatrix. Jonatronics must be the computerised list for it. There's 22 of these in total, and that will be starting at £2.20. Next up, we have, by Burt Hirschfield, 55 Days of Terror, so History of the Boxer Revolution, vintage book, published in 1971. Nice wee hardcover, and that'll be starting at 25p. Next up, we have David Eddings hardcover. So David and Leah Eddings hardcover, Crystal Gorge, really nice condition. Again, starting at 25 pence. More David Eddings. A wee three bundle of paperbacks. There is actually a fourth in this bundle, which I will just chuck in for free, but please be warned, the spine has come away and we'll need a wee bit of PVA to pull it back together. So 3 David Eddings paperbacks, plus 1 if you want it, and again starting at 75 pence. Next up, we have this little bundle here, George Martin, Game of Thrones, A Feast for Crows, Storm of Swords, Blood and Gold, Storm of Swords, Steel and Snow, A Clash of Kings. They're all paperbacks. Then we've got hardcover of A Dance with Dragons. It's got a wee bit of discoloration, but otherwise really nice condition, and hardcover of A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. So it's a complete set, a couple of different editions in there, but that will be starting at £1.75. Next, 5 David Gemmell books. We've got 4 paperbacks. So Midnight Falcon, Sword in the Storm, Storm Rider, Ravenheart and Dark Moon hardcover, and they'll be starting at £1.25. Then we've got some Robin Hobb. So this is all the fantasy horror type stuff. Now these are in pretty rough condition. I want to be completely honest about that, but it is the First Year trilogy, books 1, 2 and 3. So depending on what you want to do with them, they'll be starting at 75p. And then we have another Robin Hobb book, hardcover this time, and it's Shaman's Crossing. Nice condition. I think this is first edition, if you can see that, and that is book 1 of the Soldier Son trilogy. Next, we've got something a little bit different. It is a bundle of 3 Johnny Cash books. So Man in White, a novel, The Life of an American Icon, and there we go, Cash by the editors of Rolling Stone. So just a big coffee table type book there. Again, that'll be starting at 75p because there's 3 of them. Right, next we've got some musicy books. So it's all guitar playing stuff. Some of these are actually pretty good. Guitar chords, bass chords, guitar scales, metal guitar, complete bass player, a songbook by a band that I can't quite make out the title of, and Neil Bay's Easy Guitar Theory. And they will be starting at £1.75 because there's 7 of them. Next we have a bundle of kids books, so this is for younger children. There's 11 books in total, a bit of the Jungle Book, 4 Postman Pats, so vintage 80s ones, some Julia Donaldson, there we go, 4 Julia Donaldson, little hard cover board type books, another Julia Donaldson, Tyrannosaurus Drip, and Miffy's Bicycle, just to mix it up a little bit. Next we have 2 Stephen King paperbacks. I hope to have more of these in the bundle, but I've only found 2. Christine and Carrie, really good condition, both quite new editions of those. And after that we have, make sure I'm doing this in the right order, you know, James Herbert, Ash, again, really nice condition, paperback book, starting at 25p. Followed by Lilith St. Crow, a wee 3-book bundle, Lilith St. Crow, so nice paperbacks, good condition, with the slightly larger formats. They'll be starting at 75 pence. Then we have a bundle of, sorry we don't, we've got a single book, Jim Butcher, Stormfront. Then another single book, Robert McGowan, Blue World, paperback. Then Mr. Terry Pratchett, Making Money, it's a small paperback. A Discovery of Witches, Deborah Harkness. Raymond Feist, Ride a Dread Legion, paperback, really nice condition. What's this guy's name? Mazarkis Williams, The Emperor's Knife, it's a bit more fantasy in there. And Brent Weeks, The Black Prism. So that's a wee bundle of fantasy in there. Next up we should have some sci-fi. So we've got a Star Trek guide, Philip K. Dick's Ubik, these will all be up singly, starting at 25 pence. Richard Morgan, Altered Carbon, which was the TV programme, I think. Star Wars by Patrick Tilley. Star Wars Aftermath, Chuck Wendig. And last of those single lots, Anne McCaffrey, The Tower and the Hive. Sold that one a few times myself. That's a wee hardcover edition for that one there. Next, we've got a bundle. And it is George MacDonald Fraser. So we've got a stack of Flashman books. There we go. A wee collection of those. There are 8 of them in total, so they'll be starting at £2 for the entire bundle. Pop them aside and move on to another bundle. This time it's Michelle Paver. That's the Chronicles of Ancient Darkness. 5 of the series, so it's not the complete series, but it's a good chunk of them. There were 6 there, but one of them was absolutely destroyed, so I didn't pick it up. So the 5 of those will be starting at £1.25. Next, we have another bundle. This time it's a bit mixed authors, and we have The Story of William Wallace, Rebel by Jack White, Oath of the Fealty by Elizabeth Moon. These are all paperbacks in good conditions. The Last Hour, Harry Sidebottom. V. Campbell, Viking Gold, again one I've sold more than once, and a C.J. Sansom, Sovereign. Next up we have Philippa Gregory. 3 Philippa Gregory books, 2 paperbacks and a hardcover. The Other Boleyn Girl, The Taming of the Queen, and The Red Queen in hardcover. And I think this one is a first edition. So 3 Philippa Gregorys bundled together there, and they'll be starting at 75p. Then we have some more singles. We've got another Harry Sidebottom, The Amber Roads, that's part of the Warrior of Rome series. Simon Scarrow, Death to the Emperor, and another Simon Scarrow, Hearts of Stone. They're all first editions, so I know I would typically sell them for £6 to £8 myself, and they'll be starting at 25p. Then we have a small Simon Scarrow paperback bundle, Eagle in the Sand, The Generals, and Invader. So 3 books from 3 different series. The General and is in really good condition. Eagle in the Sand is pretty much as new, and Invaders is kind of acceptable to good. So a bit of a mixed lot with those. Again, starting at 75p because there's 3 of them. Next, we've got another historical fiction book, Bernard Cornwell, Lords of the North, hardcover, first edition. And then we have a Bernard Cornwell paperback bundle. War of the Wolf, Sharp's Regiment, Sharp's Assassin. I'll stick them aside. Another mini historical bundle. This time it's Lindsay Davis. You'll have seen me selling recently. Silver Pigs, paperback, really good condition, and Nemesis, which I think is an ex-library book, but still in pretty good condition, all things considered. More historical fiction coming your way. We have Wolf of the Plains and Conqueror by Conor Gulden, so that's part of his Genghis Khan series. Then we've got a nice little stack of single books. They'll all be starting at 25p each. Shadow Queen by Anne O'Brien, Audrey McGee, The Colony, Colleen McCulloch, classic, The Thornbirds. Oh, I can't pick this one up. Lady Oracle by Margaret Atwood, she who wrote The Handmaid's Tale. Perfume by Patrick Suskind. Paulo Coelho, Veronica Decides to Die. Irvine Welsh, Filth. George Orwell, Animal Farm, and John Updike, Rabbit Run. So they'll all be going out as singles. And then we have another bundle. So 40 Ian Rankin books, a big rebus to early years, and then Noughts and Crosses, Even Dogs in the Wild, and In a House of Lies, all in pretty damn good condition, to be honest. Right. Another bundle coming next is 3 books by Mr. Peter James. There we go. Find Them Dead, Dead at First Sight, and Possession. So the 3 of those 3 book bundles will be starting at 75p because there's 3 of them. Next, we have some more single books. We've got The Last House in the Street, Diane Chamberlain. Amanda Sue Heller, Run. Robert Goddard, One False Move. Alex Gray, Glasgow Kiss. Shari Le Pen, The Couple Next Door, and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. So they're all single books. Then we have a little 2-book bundle. Got a few 2-book bundles coming up. There we go, Richard Montanari, Devil's Garden and Kiss of Evil. There'll be a 50p start. And after that we will have, get them off the top of the pile, Anne Cleeves. So 2 Anne Cleeve books, Darkest Evening and Wildfire. Followed by, get these out here, John Connolly, Book of Bones and The Wolf in Winter. And after that we've got Lee Child, but at the moment I've only got 2 Lee Child books, which is an awful shame. Past Tense and Tripwire. And then more, these are all my usually big sellers who I pick up loads of but I haven't seen many of. 2 Michael Connelly, Stark Sacred Night and The Late Show. Followed by 3 John Grisham, Pelican Brief, The Appeal and The Guardians. And then another 3 Anne Cleeves. So Raven Black, Darkest Evening and Wildfire. Wildfire and The Darkest Evening are as new condition. Raven Black has got a wee bit of cracking on the spine. Otherwise, very good indeed. Next, we've got a wee 3 hardcover book bundle, which is Kathy Reich's Monday Morning, Lisa Gardner, When You See Me, and Ruth Rendell, Bloodlines. All 3 of those in hardcover, and they will be starting at 75p. Next up, a bundle of paperbacks. Tess Gerritsen, Mark Billingham, Denise Mina, Jeffrey Deaver, Kathy Reichs. 5 of those will be starting at £1.25, all good condition paperbacks. And then, just picking them up, we have another bundle of paperback books, which is this lot. So Doomsday Prophecy by Scott Mariani, there we go, Josephine Cox, Midnight, The Fine Art of Invisible Detection, Robert Goddard, The Killings at Kingfisher Hall, which is a new Miss Marple story, not by Agatha Christie. We've got Robert Harris, Conclave, love that book, and Hitman Anders and The Meaning of It All by Jonas Jonasson. So we'll have the 6 of those starting at £1.50. Next, 3 Linda LaPlante paperbacks, Buried, The Legacy and Judas Horse. Then we have another mixed stack of paperbacks. And remind you, these are all books that I sell and do sell. It's simply I don't have room for the stock, so giving you guys a chance. Alex Cava, Reckless Creed. Paula Hawkins, Into the Water. Louise Penny, Still Life. Karen Slaughter, False Witness. James Oswald, The Book of Souls. A Noise Downstairs by Linwood Barclay. And Panic by Jeff Abbott. Following on from that, we have 2, yes, count them, 2 David Baldacci paperbacks, Christmas Train and Hell's Corner. Someone who sells really well for me. And then we've got a bigger bundle of Stuart McBride paperbacks, all different titles, all good condition. All really good condition actually. What's that? How many of them have we got in total? We've got 7 of them in total, so they'll be starting at a whole £1.75 for that lot. And then we've got a big bundle of James Patterson, which are, yeah, here we go, this lot. So I'm not going to read them all out, just try to keep this as short as possible, but a really nice selection of James Patterson, all different titles, all good to go. Pile them up there very gently. Right, book on its own, we've got Kate Moss, The Mistletoe Brides, so that'll be starting at just 25p. And then count them, two Leanne Moriarty books. So Truly Madly Guilty and 9 Perfect Strangers. Both of those sold pretty well for me in the past. Next, we have, well, we're getting there, folks. We're all the way back to number 36, which is Kate Morton, Clockmaker's Daughter and The Secret Keeper. So the two of those will be starting at 50p. And then we have 3 oft frowned upon but really, really good sellers, 3 Delacourt paperbacks. I'll let you see what they are right there. They'll be starting at 75 pence. Next, we've got another bundle of women's fiction, which is Danielle Steele. So The Promising paperback, and then Toxic Bachelors and Property of a Noblewoman in hardcover. Again, 3 books, so they'll be starting at 75 pence. And quite possibly finishing at 75 pence. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Next, we've got a next bundle. Bring these up. And they are... So Dina Jeffries, Sapphire Widow, Patricia Scanlon City Girl, Santa Montefiore, The Temptation of Gracie, Victoria Hislop, The Island, Katie Flynn, Ruth Hogan, and the other Katie, Katie Ford. So the 7 of those again will be starting at £1.75. Next, we've got a wee 2-book bundle. So is it just me, or is everything, and is it is just you, everything's not? So different authors, same series, kind of the same series, but the 2 of them are bundled together, and we'll be starting at 50 pences. Next, we've got some Anthony Trollope. So we've got 3 Anthony Trollope paperbacks in good condition, but again, these sell really, really well for me. Can You Forgive Her? The Prime Minister and Phineas Finn. So they'll be starting at 75 pence for the 3 of them. Then we've got some vintage coming up. We've got Margaret Drabble, Novels of the Day box set. There's 4 books in that. Then we've got an Edgar Wallace, The 4 Just Men, vintage paperback. Really popular because there was obviously a TV programme of it a wee while back. And next we have 2 Damien Lewis books, so SAS Ghost Patrol and SAS Italian Job. I'm pretty sure Ghost Patrol actually just sold a copy of that yesterday, the day before. So Damien Lewis, reasonably popular, and you get quite a good price for them as they go out. And then we have into some war-related books. We've got The Librarian of Auschwitz and The Twins of Auschwitz. So the 2 of them will be starting at 50p, and those particular stories have been selling well for me of late. Next, we got a stack of Little Miss and Mr. Men books. So I'm not going to show you what they all are, but it's a nice mixed bundle. Again, if you get a good stack of these, they can sell for pretty good money. That lot, there's 38 books in total, so we'll start them at £3.80 and see if anybody's interested. Next, more kids' books for slightly older readers than the last bundle. We've got Lost Witch, Roald Dahl, Jeff Kinney, so Wimpy Kid, Dork Diaries, a bit of Lemony Snicket, and a David Walliams, Goosebumps, Barry Loser, and Riverkeep by Martin Stewart. So a nice wee stack of kids' books there. 11 of them, so we'll be starting that lot at £2.75. Extortionate, I know, but hey, that's just the way it is. Right, we're nearly at the end. We have 4 books by Alex Scarrow. Don't know if he's related to Simon or not, but it's Time Riders, books 1 to 4. So they'll be starting at a £1. Expensive. Then we've got more kids' books. bits. 3 Jedi Academy little hardcovers. So they'll be going in at 75 pence. Then we have Jim Unger, The Herman Treasury. Bring these over. If You See a Fairy Ring, which is one of those nice interactive type books. Next we have Susanna Lockhart wrote that one. Fernando Bueno, Force Unleashed Guide. Can actually sell for about a tenner, surprisingly, in acceptable condition. It's not great condition, that one. And then 2 graphic novels which do sell really well. Batman Hush, Dark Knight Metal. So all those single books will be starting at 25p. I know some of them sell for £10 plus pretty regularly. Next we have a book without a dust jacket. Michael Moorcock, Stormbringer. With a dust jacket it sells for a pretty good price. Without, I've not found any comps, but let's stick it up there for 25 pence and see if anyone is interested. Let's bring a pile over to look at. Next we have, now this one is good, the double bass book. This can go for anything from like 20 up to £30, which is, you know, pretty good. 25p that will be starting at. Poems and Readings for Weddings. The Little Book of Dior. Bill Bryson, The Body. The Rules of Life, Richard Templar. There's a few different editions of that. I haven't seen that one before. I've got other ones listed. Lynn MacDonald, They Called It Passchendaele. Highland Landscape by W.H. Murray. First edition from 1960 something. In really nice, clean condition. That goes for reasonable money now and again. And never mind the, here's the science. Nice big hardcover there. So all those individual single books on their own will be going for, will be starting at 25 pence a pop. Last little run. We've got Wellington, A Personal History by Christopher Hibbert. We have John M. Barry, The Great Influenza. Sammy Davis Jr., Why Me? Max Hastings, Vietnam. It's sold that a few times. Why Don't Penguins' Feet Freeze? Macbeth, A True Story. A few copies of that as well. The First Crusade, A New History, and that's by Thomas Asbridge. And finally, which will be lot number 1 of the day, Wilbur Smith, Birds of Prey. It's not a first edition. Let's just check exactly what edition it is. Well, no, actually, you could argue it as a first edition because it's got a 1 at the start, and that seems to satisfy the first edition peeps. But really nice condition from like 1997, so you know, 26, 27-year-old, really good condition hardcover, and that'll be starting at 25 pence. So that is everything that is going to be up for sale in Monday sale, which will be at 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Live stream. You need to be a subscriber if you want to be able to bid on these, just to try and control some aspect of that. The listing will be put in, so for example, lot 1, Wilbur Smith, 25p, and then it's up to you guys over the next few seconds to decide whether you want to bid that 25p and get it for yourself, or you can bid up incrementally in as little as 1p increments. Don't really care about the increments. This is stuff that I've just been able to get in really, really cheap, so I want to get back out, give you guys a good deal. If you win any of these lots, then at the end of the auction, or as soon as you've won the lot, you need to email me your YouTube username and your delivery address, and I can then create an invoice for everything that you win if it's more than one lot during the sale, and I'll get that sent out to you shortly after the sale closes. The email address to send your details to will be in the description, as will a link to a blog sheet which has the full list of all the books that I've just shown you, so you can go in and have a good look at all of them and see if there's, you know, take a bit more time to work out where things might be in the order that you want to run through. It's taken half an hour just to show you them all, so I imagine we're looking at a couple of hours to go through all 110 sales on Monday evening at 7 o'clock, so probably 7 to 9, 7 to half past 9 to get through absolutely everything. That's all I've got to share with you here. I hope that some of these are of interest. If you don't want to come on for the whole thing, say we're talking 2.5 hours through 110 listings, you might be able to work out roughly where any particular item you're looking for will sit. Some of these are worth a lot of money, a lot of them are worth £3-4 selling price. Postage and packaging to you guys, up to 2 kilograms, £3.49. Over 2 kilos, £6.49, and that will get that out to you, and that's for however many lots you get together. All goes into the one, you'll only be charged postage once, obviously. Invoice goes out to you once I've got your username and billing address, and then as soon as your invoice is paid, these will go in the post and be with you very, very soon. Okay, thanks for watching this, and hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow at 7, or today at 7, or 3 weeks past at 7, depending when you're watching this. Alright, thanks. See you all later. Bye bye.